to my channel, you all. Probably wondering why you're looking at a Lexus ES300. I'm here to explain. This is my first video, kind of a takeoff intro video. Just kind of letting you know what the channel is going to be about, what we're going to do, etc, etc, etc. You might also be wondering why you get through these videos, why I'm not in front of the camera. Well, I wanted to do something a little bit different. I wanted to do videos that concentrate on car projects, car work, car repair, car restore, etc, right? So I didn't want the videos that we do be about me. It's more about us and what we want to accomplish and why, and why do something like this. For me, it's to have a hobby. You know, cars have always been my hobby. I've always worked on cars since I was a teenager, and always interested in cars. For me, it's a great way to get away from everyday life sometimes, if it's only an hour of your day. It could be just stuff you're trying to get away from, like, city traffic or just work in general, maybe anxiety. It's just one of those things. It's always good to have some type of hobby for yourself. Even if maybe you're a family man or a family woman, whatever. Maybe it's a way to get away from kids, or just kind of be away from loved ones, and just kind of gather your thoughts to yourself. It's a very good instrumental way to, think of the task in front of you and not other things, in daily life. So for me, it's great. I come in my own garage. You don't need a big garage to do work. You get your basic tools and such. Add to your tool collection just to do, everyday work stuff on cars. So this is going to be our project car. And it's a 1997 Lexus ES300. I've always wanted one for some odd reason. Maybe because back in the day they were a classy car. And I know it's a glorified, Toyota Camry, which is a good thing. We know it's going to be extremely reliable. And I was lucky enough to find this one just by chance. And I went out, looked at the vehicle, purchased it for $2,000. So it's a good price. It's going to leave me tons of room to do whatever I want with this car. And what I'm going to do with this car is going to be, for the channel, our daily project. We'll do different projects with it, if it's brakes, suspension, interior, engine work, etc, etc. I'm going to get this restored to new as much as I possibly can, and that's my goal. While adding content to the channel, and different repair videos on different parts of this car. So this car it's a full run and drive car, nothing wrong with it. Like I said, it's a 1997, and it only has 106,000 miles, which is nothing for this engine. So the body work is extremely good. The paint's well taken care of. If I had to guess, this car was in the garage all its life. It wasn't one owner. It was a lady owner that must have loved this car. It's got a lot of service history. And so the only major damage on the body that I've seen on this car so far is the front bumpers. The front bumper has got some scrapes, and it's typical for these cars. Every car I've seen always had something that was wrong with the front bumper. Which is okay, it's just the older model bumper. And if you notice up there on the wall, where I store the other parts for this car, because the garage is not that big, I have the newer, updated bumper from a 2001. And so we're going to convert this car, or this bumper, over to that bumper, and it should make it look a whole lot better. And then we kind of just do a quick walk around with the car. There's no serious dings or nothing wrong with the paint. The only major one is this one here. I don't know the camera, there you go. It's not that bad. I'm going to PDR this at some point. Not a big deal. You're probably noticing it doesn't have the stock rims on it anymore. Maybe you guys can tell me what these rims are off of. Kind of figure that out. Rims fit absolutely great on this car with no problem. It has fantastic clearance with the wheel wells. Everything looks very smooth. It is exactly what I wanted. And so that leads me to the next thing. You know, I found these at a junkyard. And for a car this old, the junkyard is going to be your best friend. So, you know, these rims, I got them complete just the way you see them. All four with the tires and their Bridgestones for $125. I thought the posting was completely wrong. You know, I went to the junkyard and asked them about it and say, oh yeah, just give me $125 and it's yours. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me, right? And so I basically stole these. The tires have like 70 to 80% tread left on them. And so it was a great find. I had been looking for these for a long time, and I finally got them, scored them at a junkyard for a good price. So, other thing I did with this car, just to catch you up, you see there's zero tint on the windows. When I got the car, it had like a yellowish tint that was bubbling up severely in the back, and they just didn't look too good. It was kind of a weird old yellow tint, and I took them off with ease, and now it looks super clean. So I was going to tell you, I wanted to share with you too, is you're going to remove tint off a car, get yourself one of these. This one is a Steam Fast, and I picked up at Walmart for $15. Of course, be careful when you're using one of these steamers not to, you know, turn it upside down or at an angle and let it drip on you, because it will burn you. It works off of course, boiling water. Oh geez, dude. It's not Halloween yet, man. I swear that guy shows up everywhere. Alright, ignore him. You can tell the car is extremely clean. I have already detailed it. Already cleaned all the leather seats. The seats that came in it has no rips, no tears, no wear marks, no anything. The steering wheel leather is in perfect condition as well. All the door panels except one are in perfect shape. The back door one has a slight tear in it. It tells somebody was probably reversing out of the garage, and the door was slightly open. Anyway, I got a repair panel for this, and it may or may not be one of the videos we do. It's kind of boring, so we'll see what happens there. What I have done is replaced every speaker in this car. So all those speakers, they're Pioneer speakers, and they're paper. The cones on them are paper, and over time, of course, they rip. So I replaced every single one of them, just with some 2-ways. You don't have to get fancy with the speakers for this car. I'll tell you that right now. You don't have to go out and buy some Kenwoods or Alpine or Pioneers. I mean, you can, but it's not necessary. Especially not necessary if you're going to keep the stock stereo system in it. The stock stereo system already has a Pioneer amp built into it, and if you just replace the 4 door speakers, you know, there's one on each door, the sound system will sound absolutely amazing with the stock stereo system. So just to let you know, it'll sound fantastic. These cars come equipped with a back subwoofer. Get there. And so you see the back seat is still torn apart. I don't know if you can actually see that with the camera or not. Let me see. So I was able to find a stock subwoofer for this car. The one on it before was blown, and the problem with finding a subwoofer in that size is they run off of 2 ohms, as in all the other 4 speakers run off of 4 ohms. So that's a little bit of a problem to try to find an 8-inch subwoofer that, you know, those type of specs, because you need the 2 ohms. What I did here, like I said, is the junkyard is your friend. And so I was lucky, and I've been lucky several times going out to the junkyard, is I found a Pioneer head unit out there. And so why I got lucky? Well, they were supposed to take this stuff out of the cars before they put it onto the lot where people tear them apart. Well, somebody didn't. Someone dropped the ball, and I landed this. So This Pioneer unit worked perfectly, and it actually came out of a ES300 as well. So guess what? It had the whole entire wiring harness. You know, I just had to get the plate, so it doesn't really match up, unfortunately, with the two black colors inside the car, but it still looks very clean. So I was lucky. It was a plug and play system, and I pulled that thing out as fast as I could when I was out there, and took it up to the counter. It has the HD radio module it came with, and the Sirius satellite module as well. So I ended up walking out the door with this system for $150 at one of our local junkyards. So I got extremely lucky with that. It was something I was going to do anyway, and just by chance I was looking for other parts for this car, and I just stumbled across this, and I thought it was super awesome. I would show you right now, but I have removed the batteries while I've been doing some other repairs. I just wanted to kind of get this video started. Like I said, this car is extremely clean. Still has the multi CD player in here, which doesn't work no more with this head unit, but who needs it, I guess, these days, right? No cracks in the dash. There's a small crack on the windshield. I'll probably just fill that in as repair. The headliner's in perfect shape. No rips, no tears, no sagging, no nothing. The sunroof works fantastic. No leaks. Again, the back seat's torn up and everything's up on the wall here, as I've been doing some additional work back here. Let me get out of here and show you what I did. I wanted to bring this car up to date. So with the stereo system, I did add the backup camera. I don't know if it's going to show up on video there. Yeah, there it is. All right, so we got the backup camera. I guess back to the body. This bumper is going to be repainted. Looks like there's some scruffing on both sides of it. So we're going to do that. So we're going to do a whole bunch of stuff in this car to start the channel and have something as an everyday type project until it's completed. Let me show you under the hood. I have already detailed everything underneath the hood. So when we start working on it, you know, things don't get all greased up for me anyway. Let me pop this thing open. It's probably dark. Let me grab a light. There we go. I don't know how well it's going to come out, but it's extremely clean. I cleaned it the best I could. It's almost a full detail. I replaced the alternator with a new Denso radiator. Of course, the battery's out, but everything's in perfect shape. I mean, it's almost like a time capsule. You won't see hardly a speck of dirt under here, oil, anything. But we're gonna go through every single bit of this engine and everything around it and put new parts in. So that'll be later on in the process. Something to look forward to. But this is my everyday, or it can be our everyday project to work on. And of course, we're going to do other things. I have a 2003 325 Ci. We'll be doing some repairs to this as well, along with some upgrades. I've had this car for quite a while. It's pretty much a garage queen. It stays in the garage most of its life. It's a little bit too warm down here in Texas to kind of take out a convertible, but you know, that time is coming. So we'll be doing stuff on that. This car still only has 67,000 miles on it. You're probably asking yourself, what the heck is a PT Cruiser doing in your driveway? Well, that's for another story. And a few episodes down the road, we'll explain all that. And then I have my 2015 Mustang GT that will do some upgrades, some reviews on some of the stuff I bought, like exhaust and tires. I'll do some reviews on those. And then I have a 2016 Ford Explorer back there that we will do some repairs, and who knows what else pops up on it. We'll see. But that's something there that I do have that, you know, might come to the channel. We'll also do some Copart, excuse me, some Copart rebuilds as well. That's coming on the channel too. My videos are a little bit out of order. I kind of already filmed a bunch of content on a Copart buy. So get ready for that as well. As soon as I can upload those videos, I will after this one. But yeah, you know, that's basically what this channel is about. We'll do, you know, some tool reviews as well as we go during certain repairs. I'll talk about certain tools and how they perform. You'll see how they perform on camera, of course. But I hope you guys join me. This is the first video of hopefully a long series of videos. Long as you're watching, I'll keep making. Other than that, thank you for watching. Please subscribe. You know, if this interests you in any way possible, you know, hit that thumbs up button, and I'll start adding more and more content as we go. Thank you for watching, and hope to see you soon.